Hello, 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 divine creatures of creation. How are you today? Yeah, I hope everybody is doing awesome. I just thought I'd come on and do a reading about whatever God would like me to read about, and we're going to start out with the Gaia deck. I just want to tell everybody thank you for who does show up to watch my video. And please like and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it so much for supporting me and my channel. It's not very big. I don't know if it'll ever be a giant channel or anything like that, but I really do enjoy coming on here, playing, having a good time, talking to those of you who do come and look at it. And well, what can I say? It's kind of like playtime for me. And so, um, with that being said, we're going to draw a card from the Gaia deck and see what Mother Earth has to say to us today and how she wants to direct our read to go. And basically, that's it. Yes, I am going to be channeling Mother Earth, and that's why we're starting out with this Earth deck. So, or Gaia, dreams of Gaia. Mother Earth dreams. Yeah, Gaia. Gaia means the earth, the water, the air, and trees that all come together. All four elements together create one fifth element, right? Yeah, yeah. So we're going to take one card and we're going to start from there and see where we go, guys. And here we are, popping. Nine of water, nine of cups. That's beautiful, huh? She's all looking up to heaven. She's glowing, glittering silver. I saw a soul one time, and it did have the silver glow like that about it. It was pretty powerful and beautiful, the soul. So I guess we're going to talk about this Nine of Cups and see where we go. It's beautiful. Looks like it's receiving blessings from above, collective. Looks like we got a bunch of blessings coming in. The water, the etheric water flowing through, clearing and cleaning her chakras. Kind of reminds me, this is something that I do every day. Actually, is I have a spiritual bath, and I imagine that the etheric waters of source are just flowing through my center right here to line me up and, to work on my center. I want to be centered. I want to be grounded. I want to be mentally stable. I want to be capable of not just thinking about something, but doing it as well. And so it's not always easy to get to a place like that because it takes a lot of courage. And that is why we want to clean our chakras, because we do have courage. It's inside of us. But sometimes if there are people around us who have fear and stuff and they don't cleanse their chakras and clear that fear away so that they can be strong, rooted, like a tree, and be centered in their heart and their solar plexus with love and self-esteem and release their ego, they're kind of going to be miserable. So this card right here just shows what it is and how it feels to release your ego, turn it all over to the power of the Holy Spirit, call upon the creative source, that which created you, and pull that spirit down. Ask God to bless you in that spirit. And if you really have a true heart, God will. At first, don't forget, God corrects all of his children. So if you just don't happen to be on that correct path at the time you ask God, you might find things shutting down and closing around your life that God is trying to direct you in a new direction. And, oh boy, sometimes it might seem painful, but don't give up. Don't give up on God, because God will never give up on you. So don't give up. Go through it. Work out your karma with God. Work it out. Work it out. Because we all have to pay the piper when we turn to God. But we should be willing to take accountability for everything that we, do. We don't have to take accountability for the past. Well, we do have to take accountability for the past. Please forgive me. But what I'm trying to say is, when we take accountability, it builds strength within us. We become stronger and stronger and stronger, because when we take accountability, that responsibility and the feeling is such a relief that you grow. It leaves room for expansion, and you become a better human from it, and you learn not to do it again because you become embarrassed. So, or I did, so I had a lot to learn. I was, quite the little devil child. But I decided to be a fool and follow God and see if I knew nobody could change me but God. I knew that. I knew it. I knew it. Queen of Swords. Wisdom and intellect. So I had to go to God, because that was the only chance that I had in having a life that was not full of chaos. But I had to take care of all the chaos I'd ever caused in order to get to this place of peace. And I paid. I paid the piper. I paid for everything I've ever done. And I'm sitting here now, clean of karma, full of love, justice, judgment, work for God, right on his right hand, just like he promised. Have the blessing from the Father of righteousness, have the blessing from the Mother of the material world, and moving forward in all things that God asks of me to do, whereas I can ground that power into this planet. And that's a judgment. Yes. Yes. We want to cleanse our power centers, keep our faith, and ground that power into the planet, that our Mother Earth can lend us her power too. Do you see them standing up out of the grave? Well, we got here. We have judgment call, awakening, epiphany, spiritual realization, renewal, rebirth, transition, absolution, forgiveness. Isn't that wonderful? And this right here, the spiritual cleansing that you do, helps you to get on the path of righteousness. Now, when I talk about righteousness, it just means being able to make a good decision about things. Being more pure-hearted, more loving, more compassion, more understanding. I'm not talking about sympathy. I'm talking about compassion, where you feel for those who are suffering, but sometimes there's nothing we can do. And we have to step back and let God have his way. Because unfortunately, for those who have egos, and won't release their ego so that they can hear God and listen to their intuition, softness of God. From the back here, soft, you'll hear it back here. It'll be real soft and gentle, the Holy Spirit, until you guys are just like, and then you'll hear it. You'll know for sure. But anyway, you want to listen for that soft, gentle voice that says, no, don't do it. Or you can't do it. Or try, or, something like that. It's an encouraging voice, and it starts out real soft. You can barely hear it, but it'll be there. It'll be there. Yes. And that's your wheel of fortune. Right? Yeah, look at all those angels around that wheel. They're reading the book. Yeah. It's all about balance. X, the unknown. You want to get off the wheel of fortune. You want to get off the karmic wheel. So you take care of all your business with God. You read up and find out what it is. You know, there's more books besides the Bible. God is all around the world. There's a lot of stuff, philosophy, science. God is a part of every single thing. You know, you can find God in anything. Music, art, you know, just look and you'll find, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened up unto you. And those are true words. And I no longer am in the Bible a lot because I've read the Bible quite a bit before the internet come out. But then after the internet come out, there's so many other books, sacred texts, and I almost memorized the Bible. So, you know, the parts that were very important I took with me, and the parts in there that were freaky and scared me, I left. And I went looking for more peaceful literature and scriptures, not so much about war and destruction and takeovers. Right? Right. Eight of Pentacles, yes. I want to build something peaceful. So I wanted to take the peaceful parts out of the books and leave the other and the rest in there. And I find that living in peace is not as hard as anybody would think. You can build a peaceful life full of love and grace. It just takes a few boundaries. You know, if you want peace, then you've got to observe your situation, your area, your place of existence, and see what is causing unbalance or bringing non-peace. And then from there, you got to identify what's going on, and you may have to start setting up boundaries, timelines, all kinds of stuff like that. But at the end, you'll be very much happier. Believe me, I know. And so it means you might need to have to start holding back and saying no, right? Sometimes we have to withhold from some people who take away our peace and who bring chaos into our existence. And we've all experienced that, you know, and a lot of times we get caught up in the chaos. Or if we ignore it, it brings chaos to our loved ones or into our house, or, you know, something ends up happening. So to say no and to hold back our resources sometimes is what we need to do when we are working with other people who do not want to work well with us. Right? Yeah, Seven of Wands. You have to have a defense. You have to get in opposition. You see that there might be some conflict going on out there. And what we see here is up on top of this hill, you, my friend, have the high ground. You, see, up on the high hill, and they're all a little bit below you, and they can't get up there without getting bopped, right? Right, and you have the bigger stick, too. So, you know, you stand your ground, you defend your position, such as, you know, a certain time, a certain room, a certain space, a certain place, a certain someone that you would rather not bother you or be around you. Then you got to stand up and say, I'm afraid that this is off bounds to you. No, you may not cross this place. And I didn't expect all this to come out from this beautiful card right here. But the thing is when you do start clearing your chakras and you do start clearing your energy centers and you find that you're becoming a holy soul, you do have to make the judgment call about your wheel of fortune, about your fortune and how you're going to build it. And you may have to begin withholding from some and standing the high ground and building your boundaries as you work on creating the things that you need to create in life. It's just the way it is. Yeah, if you want to build that beautiful soul, you need time to yourself and a space to yourself for at least 15 minutes of pure creativity a day. Discontent, discomfort, disappointment, self-pity, backing off, rejection, meditation, seclusion, apathy, need for introspection, reevaluation, or to reposition yourself. If you're feeling apathetic and like, nothing's going right for you, then you need to reposition yourself. You need to rethink your program. Our mind is a computer. We can put in the program. We can actually program ourselves. I had to program myself last year to learn to love myself. And I had to write it down, why I love myself. And then I do love myself and why I'm worthy to love myself. It took a whole lot of work. A lot of work. Several tablets. It took like months. But now I am my own best friend. I love me. I am awesome, right? I am awesome. I'm awesome. Hell yes. Yeah. I brought my male and my female principles together, and I'm now the emperor. And this is what you will find yourself working towards, is being a boss. If you want to create something, you want to make your family better, you want to get some schedules going so that it loosens up your time, or you want to develop a routine in your household so that everybody's moving smoother together. In the beginning, it will be chaos, it will be conflict, it will be withholding, people will be upset, but you need to move forward, and you will end up being the emperor from going through all that stuff. It will boss you up. It will boss you up. It will be like going through hell. But on the other side of hell is heaven, right? And so that's what I found. I bossed up, man. When I went through all that, had to hermit up, be alone, learn to be strong, learn to make my own decisions, learn to fight for myself. Hell yeah, God bless me. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I love it. And I wouldn't change my life now for the world. You see, I go through this every day. And I don't want it to sound like it's dull or boring, but I cleanse my chakras and my energy centers every day. And I remember that my body is awesome and that I need to take my apple a day so I can keep my body awesome, as well as my vitamins, and I love my coffee and I love my cake and ice cream in the evenings. But man, for breakfast, apples and peanut butters, and then, a piece of chicken and veggies for lunch. And then for dinner, hey, I have a piece of cake and some ice cream. I usually eat 2 meals a day and then snack all day. So, but anyway, the thing is life is beautiful on the other side of learning what you love about yourself, how you want to be treated, and how you expect others to treat you. And this is where you find your peace, your strength, your courage, and your self-esteem and your love for yourself. So, it's a wonderful thing. When I say love for self, we do have male and female energies. And learning to love yourself, your light and your dark, your male and your female, is the perfect love, the perfect high vibe. You can't vibe no higher than unconditional love. And when you find unconditional love for yourself, you have unconditional love for everybody. When you stand in your truth, you speak God's word. And when you're capable of hearing your intuition and moving in a moment, you work through your authenticity. So therefore, you're being everything you would want to be, and you would have every reason to feel like this. You would be looking up and praising God. And you would not only that, though, but we would be grateful and thanking our Mother Earth for everything she supplies to us, too. This body that we can carry that soul in, right? Because the soul is etheric. It's like wisp paper. You can barely, it's tiny. Wisp particles. Quantum fields can see them. They see them everywhere. Yeah, there's all kinds, a whole nother world in the quantum world. Right? Right. Let me make sure these are up. I want to turn them this way. Oh, one more card. Here we go. Yeah, there you guys. This is you when you cleanse out your energy, set your boundaries, learn to love yourself, and then you will be able to be abundant and share your abundance with those that you love. Look at her looking at her star. She got her chakras all clean. She's all cleaned up. She has a beautiful life, right? That's what we all want, is a beautiful life. And a beautiful life starts with protecting your physical, spiritual, mental, emotional boundaries and bringing peace and calm into your life. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm going to draw one more card from the Gaia deck. Here we go. To close this thing, this is all about peace. Peace, getting rid of fear, learning how to bring calm to your soul, get rid of anxiety, to learn to fight in the spiritual war means that other people and other spirits will try to invade your space. And you really want to protect your space. You want to protect your peace. You want to protect your love. And the best way to do that is with boundaries. Even children need boundaries. It teaches them respect and honor. Teach your children respect and honor that they grow up to be beautiful children. That's the truth. King of Air. What do we see in this card? See the eagle. See the father of the kingdom of air, which holds all truth. The Akashic records, I'd say. Beautiful. So, everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. I hope this reading helped you in some way, somehow. Please leave any comments that you have, any suggestions, and please like and subscribe and share if it helped you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.